I'm from Kingston. This is my sister-in-law, Samuel Harrell's wife. My father, he's from Texas. My uncle's from Maryland. My brother and my aunt's from North Carolina, and my other uncle's from Texas. We're up here fighting for justice for my brother. My brother, Samuel Harrell, was beaten, thrown, and just tortured last year, April 21st, and it cost his life. We've been fighting from that day on, and we're going to continue fighting until somebody sees the injustice that's being done in the system. I have so much to say in a little time, and I don't want to be rude about anything, but I am kind of upset about a lot of things. It took a year for anything to get noticed. You know, we've been in the New York Times, we've been on the news, but it seems like nobody's getting the issue. Nobody's getting the point. It can happen to anybody. You can go out there, have a drink at the bar, leave the bar, hit someone, and you're in jail. Or it could be your kids ended up in there, and they're getting tortured, and they're trying to tell you what's going on, but nobody wants to listen and change anything, and it's not right. So, with that being said, on my behalf, if you could be in my shoes and feel how I feel, that I lost my baby brother, it was 3, now it's 2. If you could understand how I feel and make some changes, I would really, really, really appreciate it, because it's not fair. And for the people that have you guys have the power to pass things on, to get other people's attention, to change things, and I really feel like you guys should do it. Listen, just read it, look over, read it, just imagine it being you. What would you do? I don't know what to do. I'm starting from the bottom, working myself up. I just need people to be to be understanding to what we're going through and how we feel, and how just because they're in jail doesn't mean they're not loved. We put money on their books. We go see them. We make sure they eat. Just because he did bad doesn't mean we stop loving him. We loved him unconditionally. That would never change, and he's not even here. So if you can understand where I'm coming from on that, then it'll be a lot of things that would change in this world, even in that prison. The fish scale is horrible, and it's right here. We live around it. It's horrible. Then people go to jail to beat up on people that's already punished. They're in there because they did something already. Who gives anybody the right to put their hands on anyone that doesn't belong to you? It's just not fair. Come on,
Well, my nephew, my niece, my name is Michael Harrell from Houston, Texas, served in the United States Army. And I like to say this here. First, we are human before we are anything. You know what I'm saying? Justice is justice. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go in the military to serve and then have the treatment that has been going on thus far. Only thing that I'm saying is we can't do it by ourselves. Only thing, we're reaching out for someone to take the time and see what we can do within the system to make it to the point, if anyone else go through that, they don't have to go through what my nephew went through. That's the only thing we're saying. If it need to be additional training as a soldier, get the additional training. Money is out there for things like this. So why don't we use it for a point that if people are in there working and providing a service or looking over the inmates, make sure they're properly trained. I was properly trained as a soldier that served this country. So I feel that my country should serve me. If anyone gonna be in there and work, let them be properly trained. And I don't think I'm asking for anything that's unfair.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for having my family here tonight. I'm Samuel Harrell. We're speaking about my son, little Sam, whom I chose to name after me. We come a long ways to be here tonight. I'm coming from Houston, Texas. My son here is from Winston-Salem. My brother here is from Maryland. You know, and even my son's wife's best friend is here. His wife, like my daughter said, we're all here as a family. You know, being an ex-athlete myself, you know, fortunate enough to play in the NFL, and now to have an atrocity that happened to my son, which he had aspiring ideals too, to be like me, but sometimes he's just not good enough. but not like he didn't have the ability to succeed because he was taught that. So I gave him the talk. I gave him the talk. When I say the talk, I let him know that life is what you get back as a reward, what you put in it. You know, things people don't owe you. You have to get out and you succeed by working hard, following directions, and living up to the creed the way you were brought up. I love my son. You know, now that he's not here, I would like to speak about his rights that I feel like was violated as far as his civil rights. You know, we all have civil rights that we cherish. You know, everyone in here have rights to a better life, to succeed and live happily ever after. You know, to raise your kids, not to see me bury my son. It's like supposed to be the other way around. But in this particular situation, now that it has occurred, I wish that we can really do something about, you know, the unfair adjustment treatment that's going on still that I hear about that's going on in your prison system here in this town, in this state. You know, I don't know when it will happen, but we are here as a family to support my son and to say one more time, you know, D.A. Grady, you know, please, I mean, it's your duty, you know, to stand for the people that put you in office. You know, if you're not capable of feeling the pain that I feel, then let me share something with you. If you were in my shoes, I hope you would be man enough to stand here for your child and speak for him like I'm speaking for mine. You know, because this, when the tragedy happens this close and it hit home with me, I lost a loved one. No amount of money can bring him back. The only thing that I'm hoping for now is that, you know, justice will prevail. And I thank you for your
time. My name is Greg Harrell, my nephew. Just to emphasize and just piggyback on what my family has already said, myself was blessed to play in the NFL. Also, I represented my country. I was amongst the first African American that participated in the Olympics in 1992. So we're coming before you guys, not just, I mean, a family of that just like you. But there's no one perfect. We all make mistakes. My nephew made a mistake, but just like my brother just said, but why should it cost him his life? In a way, taken from him, like you said, his civil rights, which we all have. And we're standing here just to hope that we will have some ears, that will listen to us. We know that there's a protocols that have to be taking place, and that's what we have been doing. But at the same time, as a family of losing a loved one, you know, you want answers right now, but we know it's not like that. It's not that easy. But we are here, and we're not going away. We're not going away. And we're not going to shut up, because I know that what my nephew, what he deserved, and he definitely didn't deserve this. No one deserved this. So we just ask him, please, just take the moment to look into it for yourself. And just like my brother said, if it was your son or your daughter, because it shouldn't happen that way. So I just thank you for allowing us to be here and have an opportunity to speak in front of you. Thank you.